Did you know that every single day, over 300,000 stray dogs are rescued from unimaginable conditions worldwide, many from places you'd never expect, like trash piles and abandoned lots? It's heartbreaking, but it's also a story of hope and redemption. And in today's video, we'll dive deep into one of the most emotional moments captured on camera in 2025. A stray puppy, weak, scared, and discarded like garbage, realizes he's being rescued. But trust me, this story is more than just about survival. It's about the power of compassion, the strength of animals, and the resilience of the forgotten. Stay with us until the end, because number one will absolutely shock you. In a world where technology is advancing faster than ever, with AI pet tracking systems now installed in over 60% of urban neighborhoods in the US, as of 2025, it's astonishing that so many stray animals still go unnoticed. Stray populations have soared in certain regions due to economic downturns and rising eviction rates, with shelters overwhelmed and rescue organizations stretched thin. And among those numbers was a tiny, trembling puppy, barely 8 weeks old, whose life was about to change forever. It all began on an ordinary morning, when a passerby heard faint, desperate whimpers coming from a nearby dumpster. The Good Samaritan, a woman named Claire, initially thought it was the sound of a crying kitten. But as she approached the trash pile, she noticed a pair of frightened amber eyes staring back at her from beneath discarded boxes and old wrappers. What she found was something that would stay with her forever. A tiny puppy, covered in grime and open wounds, too weak to stand and barely able to lift his head. His ribs poked through his skin, his breathing was shallow, and yet in those eyes there was a spark, a silent plea for help. Claire quickly called a local animal rescue group, Hope Paws United, a non-profit organization making headlines in 2025 for their innovative animal rehabilitation programs and AI-powered foster matchmaking system. Within minutes, a team arrived on the scene, equipped with medical supplies and a thermal imaging drone to ensure no other animals were trapped nearby. The rescue operation was recorded on their body cams, and what happened next touched millions of hearts when it went viral on social media just days later. As one of the rescuers, named Leo, gently approached the trash pile, the puppy instinctively shrank back in fear. It's a common reaction for animals who have been abandoned or mistreated, experts say. According to 2025 veterinary behavioral studies published by the American Veterinary Society, over 78% of stray dogs show signs of severe anxiety and trauma when first encountered by humans. Leo spoke softly, offering bits of food and extending his hand, palm up, to show he meant no harm. Slowly, ever so hesitantly, the puppy crept forward, his tiny tail flickering with the faintest hint of trust. The moment that truly broke hearts around the world was when the puppy, weak as he was, placed one paw onto Leo's hand, a silent, tentative agreement. It was as if the little creature realized for the first time in his short, harsh life that someone cared. His eyes filled with tears, and a soft, almost inaudible whimper escaped his throat. In that instant, the rescuers knew they had to fight for him. They carefully wrapped him in a warm blanket and rushed him to their mobile vet unit for immediate care. In the vehicle, veterinary technician Sarah assessed the puppy's condition. He was severely dehydrated, malnourished, and suffering from a respiratory infection, all too common among animals left in unsanitary environments. As part of 2025's enhanced animal welfare protocols, emergency treatment was administered on site using portable IV units and AI-guided diagnostic tools. It was touch and go for several hours. The puppy's tiny body struggled to hold on, his breathing shallow, his heartbeat weak. Yet somehow, he clung to life. As news of the rescue spread, social media exploded with reactions. Videos of the emotional moment the puppy realized he was being saved amassed over 24 million views on TikTok and Instagram within 48 hours. Influencers, celebrities, and animal lovers alike shared the clip, urging people to support animal rescues and adopt rather than shop. Incredibly, the rescue operation sparked a nationwide conversation about animal abandonment and led to a surge in donations for Hope Paws United, allowing them to expand their operations into 2 more cities this year. Back at the rescue center, named Harmony Haven, the puppy, now affectionately called Lucky, began his long road to recovery. Veterinary staff noted that while his physical wounds were healing, it was his emotional scars that posed the biggest challenge. Trauma in animals can manifest in subtle ways, and according to a 2025 study from the University of Colorado's Animal Psychology Department, post-rescue anxiety can persist for months or even years if not properly addressed. Lucky would often wake up crying in the middle of the night, fearful of loud noises and hesitant to approach new people. To help with his healing, the team introduced him to therapy animals, a 2025 trend gaining momentum in animal shelters, where recovered animals help new rescues adjust. A senior Labrador named Max, himself a former stray, became Lucky's mentor and protector. The bond between the two was instant. Max would gently nudge Lucky during feeding times, cuddle beside him during thunderstorms, and lead him to the play yard when he was ready. Their friendship became an internet sensation of its own, and their daily updates drew millions of followers to the shelter's social pages. But here's where it gets even more unbelievable. Watch till the end, because number 1 will truly shock you. 3 weeks into his recovery, Lucky was introduced to a young girl named Mia, a 9-year-old animal rights advocate battling leukemia. Mia had seen Lucky's rescue video while receiving treatment at a nearby hospital and insisted on visiting him. The shelter staff arranged a meeting, and the encounter was nothing short of magical. Lucky, who had been cautious around most strangers, immediately ran to Mia, licking her hands and resting his head in her lap. Experts were amazed. Animal behaviorists present at the shelter said this kind of instinctive bond was rare, even among domesticated pets. As per recent 2025 research published by the National Institute of Animal Health, dogs can detect subtle chemical changes in the human body associated with illness, stress, and emotional distress. It's believed Lucky sensed Mia's condition and responded with empathy. The meeting transformed them both. Mia's spirits lifted dramatically, and Lucky, for the first time since his rescue, displayed unrestrained joy. Soon after, Mia's family decided to adopt Lucky, officially making him a part of their home. Hope Paws United facilitated the adoption, ensuring both the girl and the puppy would receive ongoing support. The rescue community rallied around their story, with donations pouring in to cover Lucky's medical expenses and Mia's treatments. Local news stations covered their journey, and the pair appeared virtually at the 2025 National Animal Welfare Summit, advocating for stronger animal protection laws and accessible veterinary care for low-income families. Educationally, this story highlights a crucial lesson about the importance of responsible pet ownership. Statistics show that nearly 30% of pet owners in 2025 still underestimate the financial and time commitments of having a pet, leading to high rates of abandonment. Rescue organizations continue to stress the significance of spaying and neutering, regular veterinary visits, and understanding an animal's emotional needs. Lucky's journey is a testament to how every small act of kindness can ripple into life-changing events. And for those wondering about broader updates, here's what you should know. In response to increased public awareness driven by viral rescue stories like Lucky's, the U.S. Congress in early 2025 passed the Stray Animal Protection and Support Act, allocating federal funds to animal shelters and mandating stricter penalties for animal abandonment. The legislation also supports the use of AI-powered tracking collars and municipal pet registration programs to reduce stray populations. It's a historic move that animal advocates have been fighting for over a decade. Even more heartwarming, Lucky's story didn't end with his adoption. With Mia by his side, he became a certified therapy dog in April 2025, visiting hospitals and care facilities to bring comfort to patients. Together, they've helped over 400 children cope with illness, trauma, and loss. Videos of their visits have continued to inspire millions, turning a once-forgotten stray into a symbol of hope and resilience. Their journey proves that sometimes the ones society discards are the ones who have the greatest gifts to offer. So, if this story moved you, consider supporting your local animal rescue or volunteering your time. Countless animals like Lucky are still waiting for someone to notice them, to reach out with kindness, and to give them a second chance. And remember, watch till the end, because number one will shock you. The latest update is that Lucky and Mia have been nominated for the 2025 National Heroes Award for Compassion and Service, an honor rarely given to both a child and a dog. Their recognition could set a precedent for animal-human partnerships being officially acknowledged for community impact. As we wrap up, let's take this moment to reflect on the resilience of animals, the power of human kindness, and the way even the smallest gestures can lead to monumental change. Whether it's a dollar donated, a pet adopted, or a moment shared on social media, your actions matter. And who knows, maybe the next life you save will be the one to save you in return. If you found this story as touching as we did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video to spread awareness and show the world that every life matters. Until next time, stay compassionate, stay hopeful, and remember, never underestimate the difference you can make.